Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters. William Barclay tells us that in Palestine, the birth of a boy was an occasion of great joy. When the time of the birth was near at hand, friends and local musicians gathered near the house. When the birth was announced and it was a boy, the musicians broke into music and song, and there was universal congratulation and rejoicing. And so it isn't hard to imagine that in Elizabeth's house, there was double joy. At last, she had a child, and that child was a boy. Further, in Palestine, tradition dictated that on the eighth day, the boy was to be circumcised and received his name. And names were often descriptive. They sometimes describe a circumstance surrounding the birth of a child, as you would recall in the case of Esau and Jacob in the book of Genesis. Sometimes names describe the child. Laban, for instance, means white or blonde. Sometimes the child received the parental name, and often the name described the parent's joy. Saul and Samuel, for instance, both mean asked for. Or sometimes the name was a declaration of the parent's faith. Elijah, for instance, means Jehovah is my God. Thus, in a time of Baal worship, Elijah's parents asserted their faith in the true God. Elizabeth, to the neighbor's surprise, said that her son must be called John. And Zechariah indicated that that was also his desire. John is a shorter form of the name Yehohanan, which means Jehovah's gift or God is gracious. It was the name which God had ordered to be given to the child, and it described the parents' gratitude for unexpected joy. So, what do we see here, friends? First, we see that a child is such a welcome gift. It is a cause for rejoicing. The gift of a child is something to thank God for. And so when a child is given to a family, God is immediately thought of and praised. It is immediately seen as a sign of God's graciousness, a sign of God's love. How we wish we can have this mindset back, to see every child as a precious gift from God. For sure, there won't be abortions anymore. There won't be unwanted children anymore. There won't be children in adoption homes. There won't be abused children. Every child shall be seen as a gift, a sign of God's graciousness. And secondly, we see that the future of a child is of highest importance. The neighbors, after the name of the child John had been revealed, they asked, "What will this child be?" The naming of the child had in mind the future of the child, because every child deserves to be taken care of, to be nurtured, so that his future or her future may be secured. How we wish we can have this mindset learned again. For every parent to be discerning in everything that they do for their children and in everything that they say in front of their children. For every young people to be thoughtful of preparing themselves well, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, and even financially before getting into the sexual act, knowing that sexual acts can lead to pregnancy and childbearing. What will the child be if parents aren't ready and prepared for it? Every child is a precious gift. It is everyone's supreme responsibility for this to remain true, the preciousness of every child. Amen.